Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session on shifting from overwhelm into empowerment. And today's session is going to be particularly powerful because it is occurring on a powerful new moon. So, the energy of this new moon is actually being encoded into the work that we are doing here today. So get ready for really up leveling your ability to shift into a place of empowerment. So my name is Andrea Nguyen, and I was brought up in a Tibetan Buddhist community. I've been practicing Tibetan Buddhism for 50 years. And so I am bringing that level of groundedness and presence, as well as connection with the mother lineage, specifically through the deity of Vajrayogini. I am a Vajrayogini practitioner. And so I am bringing her presence and the presence of the mother lineage in Tibetan Buddhism to all of you today in this live. So I am presenting tips each day for 7 days for shifting out of overwhelm and into empowerment. And I will now share with you what tip number 4 is for today. Tip number 4 is collect your fragments back into a cohesive whole. So I'll just say that again, collect your fragments back into a cohesive whole. And I'm imagining that you're probably already sensing or experiencing something just as I say what the tip is. So it is really easy in this world to be bombarded by experience, by messaging, by advertising, by politics, by the media. All that bombardment can cause fractures within the, the the surface, all the way down to the core of our being. This can cause us to become fragmented so that we've got, a solid piece of us here and a solid piece of us there. But there are all of these fragments, things, and things also get lost. Like if you have gone through a traumatic grief experience or perhaps a trauma experience, then pieces of you may have fragmented off. And that's when we need to do things like soul retrievals to bring those pieces of us back. So, in a way, what we're going to be doing here today is a very powerful soul retrieval because we are going to be calling the pieces back so that you can become a cohesive whole. Why is this important? Because if you are trying to live your life and to lead your business from a fragmented place, it's like trying to do beautiful, wonderful things with your hands tied behind your back. It is very limiting. It really takes away not only your energy, but also your ability to manifest and to do what it is that you are called to do in this world. Being fragmented is deeply disempowering. And so that, I think, is why my guides brought this in as one of the important tips. So let us now move into a process of collecting your fragments, coming back into a cohesive whole. So if you would like, you can put your hands over your heart and begin to connect with your heart through your hands. And breathing into your heart and breathing out of your heart and coming into this really beautiful sense of presence with yourself and with your heart. Breathing in through your hands into your heart. And breathing out of your heart through your hands. Coming into this space of a more settledness and grace. This process is being held by grace. So even if you're feeling a bit fragmented, this experience is being held by the grace of the mother lineage. So if you'd like to tune in, experience that field of holding that is holding you. You could see it as a beautiful, gentle hand beneath you, holding you. The mother lineage is profoundly loving, profoundly understanding. It is the enlightened mother holding you. And maybe also just imagine a protective field around you. Again, with this divine feminine energy surrounding you with love, care, and the fierce protection of the mother as well. So experience yourself being held by the mother lineage and breathing in and out of your heart. Everything is okay. This moment is perfect. Breathing in and out of your heart. So if you would like to, I invite you to close your eyes. Still breathing in and out of your heart, being held with loving and fierce protection. And so now, as you begin to sense into possible feelings of fragmentation, maybe broken up pieces of yourself within yourself. Also, there may be some broken pieces that have flown off and are missing. Just tuning in to your state in terms of your pieces, any possible fragmentation, and bringing deep love and care to exactly how you are. Deep compassion for all that you have been through in this lifetime and others. And it's not even just your compassion. You've got the full compassion of the mother lineage here, bringing their blessing. And you might even feel some sadness in your heart. Maybe a teardrop within your heart because of this state of fragmentation. And it is beautiful. Instead of just pushing it away and pretending it's not there, it is a beautiful moment when you bring loving attention to how you are. And you have all this support of the love and the grace of the mother lineage for this process. So take another nice deep breath into your heart, and then let that breath go. And so now I offer you two choices. You can either take out a magical broom that is sweeping all of your parts back into the whole of your being. So you can either choose to have a magical broom to sweep these parts back, collecting them from all the corners of your experience, bringing them back into the room, the center of the room of your being. Or you can become a magnet and develop a deep magnetism because you desire to be whole. And the magnetism, that desire, is attracting back all of the fragments of your being, all right into the place where they belong. And perhaps you are becoming even more whole than you ever were, ever, as within this magical process of collecting your fragments. Maybe time for things to be in a little bit different order. Everything is coming back in exactly perfect divine order. All the parts of you are returning now, being drawn into this cohesive whole of your being. And I want you to feel the magic that is really being brought in here to help you with this process so that you are bringing in all of these parts of you. You are sealing the gaps. You are mending with the magical power of this process, your entire being, and start to feel how you are becoming very whole. Your being is becoming whole as all these lost parts, the cracks, the fissures, the fragments, everything is being brought into exactly where it belongs at this time, into perfect order within your being. You are becoming psychologically, spiritually, on a soul level, whole. And I invite you to feel how much support and power there is for the reclaiming of your wholeness today. And I invite you to sense how much more powerful you feel now that your parts are back and you are a cohesive whole. And if you would like to add a blessing for just sealing this experience, I invite you to notice or invoke a color that symbolizes this wholeness and see this color of light swimming all through your body, sealing what you have done here, sealing the coming together of all of your parts into this cohesive whole, and see this light beginning to emanate from your body. So don't judge whatever color comes, just allow that color as the sealing color for bringing all of your fragments back into a cohesive, perfectly aligned whole. And I invite you in your own time to open your eyes and come back into the space together. And again, inviting you to take one last nice deep breath into your heart. And let that breath completely go with a sense of joy. Let us thank the mother lineage for coming and holding this space and bringing their blessing to allow what has happened here today. And I invite you, as you go into your day, to notice how much more whole you are feeling. Just bringing that little bit of acknowledgement will feed that sense of wholeness. Just attention really feeds shifts in energy. So I invite you through the rest of this day to bring your attention to this greater sense of wholeness, integrity within your being. So if you loved this experience, then I invite you to consider coming to the free masterclass that I'm giving. It's kicking off next Monday. It's called Activate Your Spiritual Business. It's going to be 3 sessions, 45 minutes long, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And we're going to be able to go deeper and really activate and empower your business. So if you have a spiritual business, I invite you to check out the link that is in the description of this event. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We've got a great group that's signing up, and we would love for you to join us. So I will be bringing another tip number 5 tomorrow, for shifting from overwhelm into empowerment. And we're just building. The energy of this process is building every day. So I will very much look forward to taking the next tip with you tomorrow. Many blessings, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.